everyone, once again back for another Walking Dead recap / review video, and episode we are doing is season 6 episode 14, Twice as Far. Yay! Sadness. This whole episode was nothing but sadness and a little funniness.
A little bit.
A little funniness.
No, a little bit.
But mostly just sadness because we will get to what happened because that was just...
Niggas was dick eating.
But, so, well, likes, dislikes, topics, predictions, usual mumbo jumbo. So what did you like about the episode?
It was a heavy episode. For once it felt like an episode where a lot more was genuinely happening. People redeemed themselves. People were doing more. Hilarity ensued. Hearts were crushed.
Very. At first I thought this episode was just going to drag on. Like, yeah, they're going out, they're doing a little robbing for shit, blah, blah, blah. And then shit hit the fan as soon as that moment happened. As soon as that moment happened, I was like, oh, shit.
Depression, sadness, turmoil.
But, I guess I liked Denise's big speech before she checked. And we will talk about that speech when we get to her. I can't really think of that much else. Like, it's not that I didn't like the episode, I did. It's just...
I love the episode. I didn't really dislike it. It was an episode. It happened.
It happened.
Things were interesting.
Mm-hmm.
And, what was the episode title for this one? Twice as Far?
Yeah.
Twice as Far. Season 6, episode 14, Twice as Far. So, alright, let's break it down then.
Mm-hmm. So, the first thing I wrote down Carol smoking, but we'll just get into Carol as a whole in this episode.
Carol's breaking.
She's like on the verge of...
Carol is breaking. Carol is completely breaking. She's losing herself as a character, and it's somewhat sad. She's killed all these people. In her mind, it's for the betterment of the people around her. The audience knows where she's fucked up. She knows where she's fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just overall become very, very depressing.
Very depressing. But it was bound to happen.
Yeah, well, it was. What you gonna do? There's nothing you can really do about it.
And, we would go into more about the prediction of where she actually went. Because I'm actually curious about where she actually went off to.
Yeah, I'm not sure where she went. 'Cause at the end of the episode, Carol just sort of left a note, like a child running away from home, and just bounced.
And she left it to Tobin, like not Daryl, but Tobin.
She left it to Tobin because she knew Tobin was gonna find it. It's like, let me leave this with my mans. And
your mans that you probably been dating for probably like 2 weeks. And
then she just bounced.
Peace.
I personally think she's crawling away to die. That's just me. She's doing the dog thing to do, where she's just crawling away so that people who care about her won't just see her die.
I personally don't know how to feel about this situation because I don't want her to commit suicide. Because I feel like, not that that's a cowardly way out, because I don't really think that about suicide itself. I just think that all the things that she's been through, all the stuff, all of the development she's gone through, the way she's going to end it is just taking her own life. Like, in the comics I understood, because I'm pretty sure they didn't do that much development with her character, I don't think. But, in this, she's grown so much since season 1, and the fact that the way she's going to go out is just taking her own life. I don't think she would do that. I would understand why she did that. I just don't think she would actually do that. I think that Negan is going to kill her, or she's going to die by one of the saviors. I don't think she's actually going to do it herself. But if she does, I will respect it and I will understand why.
Well, yeah. You think she's gonna go down fighting? I think she's gotten to a point where she's so tired of fighting that she's just going to let it happen. Just gonna stop and just let it happen.
Which might happen. Because it seems like that's what's going to happen.
She's breaking down, and eventually when people break down, no matter how strong they are, eventually sometimes people just get tired of fighting. They get tired of trying. It's a very sad thing to go through and a very sad thing to witness, especially when you see it in real life going on. But with Carol's situation and the world that they're in, there's not much she can really do. So, yeah.
We'll see what happens with Carol. See if she will snap out of this state she's in and just still survive on, or will she just give up entirely?
We will see. If it goes the way I think it's gonna go, R.I.P. to the homie Carol.
So next topic is not really a huge topic, just something I wanted to touch on. Rosita and Spencer. And how Rosita is pretty much like, yeah, I don't know what you want to do, but what I want to do is not. It's no.
Spencer wants an actual relationship. Spencer wants love. Spencer wants affection.
Okay, good, because he just lost his mom, so.
Rosita just wants frustration dick. Rosita wants sex, the whole sex, and nothing but the sex. That's all this means to him.
Yeah.
All this means. Yes, this is all this means to her. This is all this means to Rosita. Rosita's just like penis.
You have one.
You have one.
You are good looking.
I can get it from you. Bring that ass here, boy. And then it's just done.
But I think she will realize that maybe I should give this guy a shot.
I doubt it. I highly doubt it. Rosita's butthurt and Rosita's bitter. When people are hurt, they get bitter sometimes.
Yeah, she's bitter now. Doesn't mean she'll be like that for the rest of her life.
For the rest of her life, no. But number one, I don't think Spencer's going to last long enough for their relationship to become something else. And at the same time, I just overall don't think that a relationship's going to form here. Especially with how Rosita's acting and how many other people she knows. It's just not going to work. At least personally, I don't think it's going to work.
You're not wrong. But we'll see. Eventually we'll see, because, yeah, we can't really say until we see the episode.
All of the we'll sees. We got 2 episodes left.
And you know what's really messed up? We can't watch any of them together.
We can't, just because of what's happening.
But there is a such thing as FaceTime.
There is such a thing as FaceTime, but it's just like, we have 2 episodes left. We have 2 episodes left, and pretty much how these episodes were. 2 episodes left, each episode's like an hour. Which means these next 2 episodes are going to be heavy as fuck.
I heard the finale's going to be 90 minutes.
The finale's going to be an hour and a half?
Mm-hmm.
So the finale's virtually going to be Walking Dead Season 6, the movie.
Pretty much, yeah. That's pretty much what it's going to be. I'm so happy about that, though, so they can actually take their time with this and try to get everything out and not having to rush it.
I'm happy because, yeah, we're going to have more time to do more stuff, but at the same time, it's like, God, that means more bullshit's going to happen.
Yeah.
A lot of bullshit's going to happen. And I'm going to be hurt. It's like somebody's going to get really messed up. I'm not going to like it.
Yeah.
But anyway, moving on.
Next is Abraham and Eugene. Children. That's what they are.
Children, the both of you.
You are both children, and y'all need to stop.
Both of you. Abraham, get the fuck back over here. This is how people die. Eugene, you get over here and stop being a pussy and apologize.
Abraham was so lucky Eugene didn't check.
Damn.
Abraham was so lucky Eugene did not check.
Oh God, just whew. These two. First of all, these two talking to each other. Just because of their speech patterns, these two talking to each other is one of the funniest things on the planet.
I'm really upset that I missed their banter because I was on the phone with my aunt and she called at the wrong time and I missed all of that banter.
Their banter was hilarious. Just these two. Eugene trying to prove himself. Abraham already still being emotional because of the whole Rosita crap, and now has to deal with Eugene's childishness, and now he's acting like a child as a result because he's irritated. He's like, I said I called dibs. Really, Eugene? Dibs?
There are no such thing as dibs.
You're trying to handle dibs when you possibly could have died?
Really? That thing was going at his neck, like going at him, and he was already hard to kill. So
metalhead.
Because metalhead, and you gonna say dibs? I'm like, fuck out of here! I saved your life.
Metalhead's this jacket Dexter ass walker. But anyway, yeah, these two together are funny. Abraham just being Abraham. Abraham's speech patterns, yo, I can't.
That's why I want Abraham to die. It's just like, all right, now that we're getting closer, I now don't think Abraham's gonna die anymore. But it still might be a possibility. But I now after seeing this episode, I'm like, maybe.
Well, yeah, after seeing this episode, I feel like it's less likely that Abraham is going to die. But I still feel like it's possible.
It's possible, so. But yeah, I like when those two are. It's just those two, and they go back and forth because it's really funny. And I hope we get more of that, and I hope none of them die so they can like stay around for more of that.
It's funny. It's really funny. And now we get to the big one.
Oh yes. Well, first we're just gonna. For the next topic, it's just Denise, Daryl, and Rosita, and that whole
that whole debacle in general was just interesting. Like everything about that was just interesting.
Yeah, it's just it's funny during the episode. I was like watching, I'm like, okay, she's gonna fuck up this moment, she's gonna fuck up at this moment, and the most messed up part about it is that the moment when she doesn't fuck up, when she's actually tearing her heart out to these two people she admires, that's when she dies.
Just because, number one, because plot, and number two, she was trying so hard. Get me not wrong, there are situations where I was saying, yeah, you really shouldn't be doing that. Yeah, you really shouldn't be doing that. Why are you going in this room? What are you doing? Why are you going here by yourself? But the whole speech she was giving, she was right. I mean, normally I'm somebody who tries to plan stuff out. But yeah, in the world that they're in right now, you can't always do that. Mm-hmm. You gotta take chances, otherwise nothing ever gets done. And it's kind of a scary thought, but it's true, so why'd she have to go out like a hero? She went out like a hero and it's depressing.
She did, but even just talking about this makes me like sad because just the way she like went out was just like, whoa.
She didn't need to. Tara.
Poor Tara.
Tara's gonna be messed up.
She's gonna be so messed up. She's gonna blame herself for not saying I love you.
Tara's gonna be really messed up. Maybe this is because the thing is, while we were watching, I like looked up some more stuff on the internet. Mm-hmm. About the comics and junk because I was concerned because I was like, wait, this didn't happen that way. What is this? And I kind of love how the TV show like changes little things to make it its own personal thing. Mm-hmm. And in the comics, Tara's character is actually a part of Negan's Saviors. Oh. She's actually part of their crew before she joins Rick and the rest of them. So I'm thinking maybe Tara dying is what pushes her over the edge, and maybe she ends up joining Negan's crew for a little bit.
You mean Denise?
Well, yeah, Denise dying is maybe what makes Tara joins Negan's crew for a little bit, maybe.
I mean, that happened. That'd be very interesting.
That would be interesting if it did happen. I doubt it'll happen, and if it does happen, I doubt it'll last long. Mm-hmm.
Like if that happened, I would not be upset. I actually understand where she was coming from.
Oh yeah, I would be just as, if not more hurt. because we're already here talking about it, let's get to Denise's actual passing.
Yeah.
That I was not ready for.
No one was.
I wasn't.
No one was ready for that
at all.
That took me, well, both of us, completely by surprise.
It really did. She's just sitting here having a speech, talking, being a savage. We're fine. it's like, oh yeah, she's right. Yeah, alright, Denise, look at you being strong and empowered. You go for it. Crossbow. Oh wait, no, not the Hawkeye. Crossbows through the eye. It's like, crap.
It's like,
crap. Why? My face hurt just looking.
Oh shit.
My face hurt.
I said oh shit like twice.
My face
like
hurt.
that hurt really bad.
I was in pain looking at that.
I was like, did that just really happen? Did they just really kill Denise in the way they were supposed that Abraham went in the comics?
Well, yeah. It looks like they had her go out the same way that Abraham went out in the comics. So from seeing this, I'm like, wait, where are they going with this? Slightly confused, slightly intrigued, but we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens.
That's really like, and they buried her at the end, which was really nice. I'm glad they did that.
They did. I was not ready for Denise to go out like that at all.
I mean, we knew she was gonna die eventually.
I felt like she was gonna die.
I felt a walker was gonna get her. I thought the walker who she grabbed out of the damn truck with the car was gonna get her. But then, which was so funny because during this entire episode, I'm on my I'm all like riled up. I'm thinking she's gonna die at this point when she went into the room. I figured she was gonna die at the point where she was tagging with the walker. But no, she dies giving a speech to two people who really needed to hear it.
An epic speech.
An epic speech,
in all honesty. It messed me up. It really messed me up. It's because, like you said, there were multiple opportunities where it felt like this episode was really trying its hardest to kill her. And it just couldn't. Then all of a sudden we get to this one part where they're on the railroad, not paying attention, and all of a sudden just right through the back of the head. And I'm just like, no! Why?
And I wasn't expecting anyone to die in this episode. I was expecting no deaths in this episode. Now that makes me think next week's episode is only one before the finale and
nothing but death.
Nothing but death.
Nothing but death. Another thing that makes me really uneasy about that was Denise was still talking a little.
Yeah.
She was still talking a little when she got shot. It was just, I was like, ooh, Jesus.
She's like, oh shit, did I just get shot?
Like, and she tried to keep talking, just like she realized what happened, and it was just messing with her that bad.
And she didn't get, she just got, I don't know if she got shot in the eye or both the eye and the brain.
It was enough to kill her. It was enough to kill her easily. Whether or not she turned, we don't know because they buried her.
I think they did before she turned.
Buried her before she turned?
Yeah, because I feel like that'd be the most respectful way. Let's just bury her before she...
This is one of the few times where, in comparison to her comic book persona, both of them actually went out pretty decently. She went out giving a big speech and then got shot with an arrow. The other one got bit trying to protect. Her comic version got bit trying to protect Heath.
Who was out now with Tara.
Who's now out with Tara. So, boy, this is going to be bad on both regards.
Mm-hmm.
So, how about we start talking about the asshat that caused it in the first place?
You, Dwight. First of all, where did you come from? I was like, first of all, I want to know how you got that burn on your face. They're probably going to address that next episode or maybe the finale, because you just showed up with a freaking burn on your face. Like this, all of this is messed up, looking like freaking Phantom of the Opera without the mask. But we knew it was coming. Well, did we not say that Dwight still had the crossbow? He's going to kill someone with that crossbow. So we knew it was coming. We used to know it was coming this soon.
This This Harvey Dent looking motherfucker.
Really?
This Two-Face ass nigga.
And I bet Daryl feels like shit.
This Two-Face mofo.
Speaking of Daryl, he's also on that too. So we'll just talk about Dwight and then we'll get to Daryl.
Yeah, it's just Dwight's a jerk. He used somebody else's weapon.
And the fucked up thing is, in the 5th episode he was introduced of this season, I kind of felt bad for him because of the situation he was put in. Now, my sympathy went away as soon as he grabbed fucking Daryl's crossbow and just left with his motorcycle. I don't know if we're gonna find out what happened to the chick that was with him.
He just took Daryl's stuff and bounced. He just took his stuff and bounced, and it just irritated me to no end.
Well, now I was wondering if they're even going to touch on the fact that he has his crossbow, but now we know what he did with it.
Daryl has his crossbow back. That's what matters. It's important. That makes me very happy.
Yeah, it makes me happy, and I'm not happy with the fact that...
I'm not happy somebody died by the hands of the mighty crossbow. I'm just happy that it's been returned to its respected wielder.
To this rightful owner of the crossbow.
This rightful... The Thor of the crossbows of this show. It's returned to where it's supposed to be.
And I'm also glad that Daryl didn't go after Dwight, because he was going to, then he realized, okay, let me just be smart about this right now.
Oh, Daryl was about to try and fuck Dwight up.
Because anything could happen in this situation. I already lost Denise. Almost lost Eugene. Let me just let him go. I know I did it because of plot, but let me just let him go. And to save the trouble, so just not risk anyone else's lives right now.
I want Daryl to get his redemption match with Dwight
and shoot him in the face.
Just a little one-on-one time. Either get to a point where you shoot him with an arrow because he's not paying attention, or just beat him into the dirt. Just beat his ass.
I wonder what made him so messed up, because like when Daryl first met Dwight, he was like, it was like he did take his shit, but he felt he just needed to protect himself from whoever he and that chick was running from.
Right.
So I feel like after he probably joined Negan's group right after that.
Either that or he was already with Negan and was just faking the whole time.
Or that. But it seemed like when he met Daryl, he seemed like a good person who just put in a situation that he could not escape from, and he did whatever it took to protect himself and the chick he was with. And then after that, he just seems like complete evil now.
Well, it's not the first time we see a situation like that. I mean, when one of our allies that we just got started off by stealing Rick and Daryl's truck.
True. That was funny.
Like Jesus played snatchies on their truck and left. But he's still a homie. He's cool peoples, and he's part of the squad now.
Mm-hmm.
We haven't seen Angel Eyes recently, though. He hasn't been a focus. He hasn't been a focus recently, so he's just been there. Daryl's just... Dwight and Daryl both got some issues. Daryl's especially messed up right now.
Yeah, I mean, he, of course, blames himself for Denise's death.
So segueing into Daryl.
Yes.
Daryl feels like shit.
And now it makes me seem like he might die. Because this is a whole, and this is going to go into Carol leaving. Because in the promo, it was seen that he just said, fuck everyone else, I'm going to go find her no matter what everyone says. Because it seemed like Rick told everyone to stay there. But he was like, no, I'm going to go find her. And maybe he might sacrifice himself for Carol. But I don't think it's going to happen, but if it does happen, I'll be like, well, y'all proved me wrong. He did die, but still.
I really doubt it's going to happen. I really doubt it's going to happen. Like, the fan immunity with this one is so strong. I really doubt it's going to happen. If it does happen, I will be extremely shocked. And AMC may just lose a huge chunk of the Walking Dead fan base. Mm-hmm. Just drop off the face of the planet.
It's just like
at least the TV show fan base, they're just gonna quit on everything.
I mean, if Daryl does die, I'm not gonna quit on the show. It'd be really weird without him there, but then again, it'd be weird with Glenn not being there, Carol not being there. But I'm still gonna watch the show.
I mean, if Daryl dies, I'm gonna keep watching the show because basically nothing in terms of the actual plot has changed. Simply because they're going off of a plot that was established in a comic universe. And Daryl never existed in that comic universe to begin with. So while he is easily the most popular, one of the most popular characters, to the point where his fan immunity was so strong that if he died, people would be upset. Because he does not exist in the comic universe, he's also expendable as all hell. Mm-hmm. They could get rid of him whenever they wanted and it would affect virtually nothing. It would affect some characters.
Yeah,
it would definitely affect a lot of characters. But in terms of the overarching story, it's not gonna affect shit. It's not gonna change anything.
But Daryl definitely feels like shit because of course he blamed himself for Denise's death. He should have killed Dwight, but he was trying to be a good person, and he saw something in Dwight that, of course, Rick or no one else would see. So we can't really fault him for that. So yeah, he was wrong, but he was just trying to be a good person.
Ah, boy, Daryl. Daryl needs a hug. Daryl's one of the many characters in this season that need a hug. But now that we're here talking about savages,
Eugene, MVP of the episode.
Eugene is the homie.
MVP, VIP, I don't care.
In this episode,
he was the homie.
He was a dick eater.
Literally.
He bit into this man's gonads and did not let go.
Just thinking about it is making me laugh.
When I first saw it, and he said, "You gotta deal with our ally over there behind the barrels." At first what? I was like, wait, Eugene, why are you ratting out your homie?
Exactly. I'm like, wait. And then I realized what he was doing. I'm like, oh, I see you, Eugene.
Like,
but I was not expecting him to bite his dick.
The distraction, I was not expecting him to get bit in the dick.
I was not expecting that.
That man just full blown got bit in the dick.
And he would not let go.
And this is how you know. This is how you know that this is TV. Because you know that if a man got bit in the dick that hard, it would not be walking.
Exactly. He wouldn't be walking. He looked like he was like, leaning as he was running, but
you know this is TV. Because if no grown man who got bit in the penis for that long and that hard is walking normally. Nobody. Just nobody. At all.
Yeah, like, really.
It's just, Eugene was the homie. He got them out of this. He took one for the team.
Yes.
Took a nice little shot to the gut. But he took it. He's good. He's good. So everyone in the universe is getting phone calls now?
Really?
Everyone in the universe is getting phone calls now? No. Not answering that. No. I'll answer you later.
Yeah, I'll call you later. Okay. I'm mad how I just went off at the same time. That's weird.
Muting the shit. Anyway.
Yeah, let me just mute my phone.
Mute everything.
Because that was just weird.
We don't do this often. We don't. Future reference. Mute everything before you start.
Yeah, that was just weird.
Shoot. I got half of mine just turned the phone off. Turned off. But anyway.
Was that Sabrina?
It was Sabrina. But that's besides the point. Shout out to the homie Sabrina when she watches this later.
Oh,
anyway.
And Shakur, bring back my controller. You said you're gonna bring it back on, what was it? Sunday.
You know Shakur's not watching this.
You're right.
What are you doing?
I forgot. I figured that he'd be a friend and support and just watch the video.
Segues! Carol leaving.
Yes, Carol leaving. Where is she going? I don't know. I don't know.
We pretty much already discussed this earlier on in the video, pretty much saying that we believe that I believe Carol's crawling away to die. I don't know about.
I believe that she just needs some space, and I don't know if she's going to die, but I just believe she just needs some time away from everyone else. I don't know where she went though, but I just believe she just needs time to herself.
She needs some milk.
Now you know damn well
She
that milk ain't going to do shit
She
for
needs
Carol.
some milk.
Besides
She
maybe make
needs
her
a hug. Maybe she just needs some loving. I don't know. Maybe she needs to pull her Rosita. Maybe that's what needs to happen.
Or maybe she just needs Daryl.
We're not doing this. I
knew that was going to get a response out of you.
We're not doing this.
I knew that was going to get a response out of you. That's why I said it.
We're not doing it. Carol is too old for that.
I don't care.
We're not doing
I
this.
don't care.
Ugh.
I don't care.
Why is it that, other than Michonne, everyone that Daryl gets paired up with is either too young or too old?
Because there's no one else.
We're not doing this. We're not doing this here.
Because there's no one else. Anywho, yes, I ship Carol because they don't have a ship name. It's just Carol Daryl. They don't have a ship name.
I don't ship it because it's gross. But what you gonna do?
Whatever. She's with Tobin. Anywho, so since we got on our topics, we can go to predictions. Which pretty much will be saying who's gonna die.
Pretty much nothing in terms of our predictions has really changed much. The only thing that's really changed is that you think it's less likely that Abraham is going to die.
Mm-hmm.
As do I. I still feel like he's gonna die. I just feel like it's a lot less likely that he will die.
Mm-hmm.
Glenn, I still think is 100% on the chopping block right now. Like, I think he is the closest to death right now.
Watch them do a whole 360 and pretty much blow one away and not kill Glenn but kill someone else.
If they do a whole 360 and just not kill Glenn and just kill some, like watch them decide that they want to kill Carl.
No! But he's not gonna be there. But then again, they couldn't break Alexandria.
We don't know that.
They wouldn't kill Carl. He's like with him, Judith and Rick, they're like the unkillables.
See, they're supposed to be the unkillables, but Judith is a baby, and the only reason Rick is okay is because main character. Because they are no longer, like, getting here and seeing how certain events are transpiring between the beginning of this to now, just looking at this, they are no longer concrete following the story of the comic. Now meaning anyone here is fair game. Like before I thought that there was still a select few people that couldn't die just because they can't die. But the only ones that I truly think are at most 100% safe are Rick and Michonne. Maybe Daryl if you want to bring fan hype into this. Maggie's safe because she's pregnant. Well, actually no, that can't be a factor for her being safe because Lori. But
exactly.
Maggie has a better chance of living. Other than that, everyone here is fair game. Even Daryl with all of his fan hype, like I said earlier, he does not exist in the realm of the comics. They could kill him and nothing in terms of plot will change. Characters will change. TV show might decide to alter some stuff. But the sad truth is that as of now, season 6, I can safely say, well, not safely say, sadly say, that except for maybe 3 characters, everyone here is fair game for death. And it's terrible. Because now it really doesn't matter. Because now that they've gotten to a point where they're following the comic loosely, technically they were doing that back since season 3 when they killed Andrea, but because they're following it very loosely, which characters do die, which characters don't die, how they're dying, when they die, how this is happening, that literally means they can do whatever they want now. It's all free range. The only characters that literally cannot die now due to major plot points are Rick and Michonne. Other than Rick, Michonne, maybe Carl. Other than that, everyone else is fair game. Everyone else is fair game.
Yeah, unfortunately,
it sucks. It sucks really bad, but everyone else is fair game.
You already know I don't want to see anyone to die, but if it's what needs to happen, then it's what happens.
I'm gonna tell you what I told you last time when we watched the episode on Sunday. If you don't want to see characters die, you came to the wrong fandom.
I don't want to stop watching them
You
because
came
it's such a
to
good
the
show.
wrong fandom if you didn't want characters to die.
Well, then they shouldn't do that to me. They shouldn't give me but then again, it's life. When you
That's
care
the point.
about someone and when they die, it sucks.
TV shows do it all the time. Walking Dead especially. They build your hopes up. They let you bond with a character that seems important, bond with a character that you care about, and then all of a sudden, nope, they're gone. Oh, no, they're gone. Going. Audi. Over and out. Kablam. Just done. Anybody got a fork? They just done. Just done.
Any other predictions besides death predictions? Because we've been pretty much talking about death.
Other than death predictions, the only thing I have to bring up is, what was the point of making Rick and Michonne a thing now?
I heard they're gonna actually get more into that next episode.
Okay. I'm only asking
because I did realize that we have not been seeing.
It's been several episodes now since they made that officially canon, and I'm sitting here like, if you're not gonna do anything with it, what was the point?
Well, yeah, they can't really focus that much on it because with this
I know they're adults
on.
in a zombie apocalypse and they can't focus on it every second of every day, but it's like it's the small things. The small things just sprinkle around. Just sprinkle in the small things.
Well, we haven't really been seeing. We didn't see Rick this very much this episode. Barely saw Michonne, but we saw them last episode either.
We didn't, but Rick and Michonne have been together since that moment. They've been together ever since then and haven't left being together. And now it's just, I don't get it.
Well, because I'm happy about it. So
I mean, that's fine. That's fine. Like I said, I'm torn about the whole Rick Michonne thing, but also if they're gonna do it, do more with it. Build it up more. Don't just like, oh, they made out, oh, they had sex. Now what? Emptiness.
I know they're gonna do more with it next episode.
Shoot, Maggie and Glenn got more development than this, and they screwed around in a convenience store.
That would be the day.
And Glenn and Maggie denied all the advances at first.
True.
First Maggie was like, no, stay up there, no. Then all of a sudden one day, hey, you wanna fuck? Oh.
Alright.
Glenn just, I don't know if I'm ready for this. I'm gonna do it, but I don't know if I'm ready.
Like, alright. And then was like, how could you do that? And I'm like, it's the end of the world. I could die tomorrow. Why not?
Well, what you gonna do? But now we're here. People are gonna die. I already know people are gonna die.
We all know.
Rick and Michonne, I hope they do more with that. Give me more of a reason to care.
I feel like they will.
As of right now, my number one candidate for death is Glenn still.
Mine is Carol.
Well, we'll see what happens. No hard feelings if either of these characters die.
Yeah, no hard feelings. They had a good run. I'm gonna miss them.
They were both day oneers.
Both day oneers.
I guess episode 2ers. I don't know.
Well, season 1.
Season oneers. They've both been here since the beginning, So if either one of them dies, it's going to be a heavy loss on all of our hearts. It's going to be very depressing.
Probably for a while, until Empire comes back on. Oh wait, no, Empire's gonna be already on. All right, never mind. Scratch that. It'll be a huge loss until like this season 7 starts.
Most likely, but if anything, this Sunday, you're gonna see more shit hit the fan. More people are going to be in agonizing pain. I hope they don't do a time skip when we see Tara come back hurt.
Yeah, I just want to see what actually happened to Heath and Tara during that whole thing. Not like the whole episode, but just like a glimpse of what happened.
No, don't say that. Don't jinx it, because then we might get that next season.
Oh, yeah.
Don't jinx it.
But they do that.
First episode, season 7, a whole episode of Tara and Heath doing nothing.
I mean, I don't have a problem when they do episodes like that.
They're filler. It's all.
I know they're filler, but I don't mind as long as I get a new Walking Dead episode and whatever.
I mind because I want stuff to actually happen. I treat it the same way I treat anime. I can get filler and be fine. It just better be good filler. Because if it's boring filler, it makes me want to kill myself. But like Carol. But anyway. That's a terrible thing. Don't ever joke about that. I apologize on anyone that I've offended. But anyway.
Anywho, so I was gonna say something, but now I can't remember what I was gonna say. Oh, so I remember saying in my last video that I wanted to do a reaction video of us watching the finale, but if I can't get the FaceTime thing to work, you can't do that because my stupid dorm says no guests during the break, and these last two episodes are during the break. So, yeah, that's the only thing that's creeping.
Well, live reaction may not happen, but we will definitely give over the top reactions when we do the vlog again.
Yeah.
After the finale, because something tells me that finale is about to be crazy.
Shit. It's 90 minutes, so it's going to be crazy. When I heard that, I was like, oh no. They extended the time. That's when you know shit's about to go down.
People are gonna get hurt. People are gonna get so hurt.
Oh, when the episode ended, I was confused.
What do you mean?
Because they were just staring at Morgan. I heard like heavy breathing in the background. I'm like, what?
Well, maybe because something connects to... Maybe because this next episode is going to connect to Morgan somehow, too. Who knows?
Maybe.
Just might connect to Morgan somehow, too. But, anyway, that's everything important that we have to talk about this episode.
Pretty much.
And then we'll be back here for episode 15, excuse me. And...
yeah, episode 15, and that video is going to be up late, and the finale video is going to be... yeah, that video is going to be up late because due to the fact that guest dorm can't really do the video until when the quarter starts again. So the episodes 15 and 16 are going to be late. Sadly.
But anyway, now that we've gotten that out of the way, end of the video question, as per usual. Autumn brought up the possibility of Daryl giving up his life for Carol. How do you guys think it's gonna go? Do you think no one's gonna die at all? Do you think Carol's gonna commit suicide or get killed like we assumed? Or do you think Daryl's the one that's gonna take the L? Just put down in the comments what you think is going to happen, and we'll be sure to read through those at some point and see what people think.
If people respond.
If
not, then that's okay too.
If they don't, it's cool. We're making these videos to have fun. We don't really...
yeah. I mean, it'd be nice to have new subscribers and have people comment. But it's not the main goal here. And
I'm just here for the food.
and so that'll be all until I will see you guys in our next video whenever we can get it up. And I'm sorry, that just sounded really weird to me. Upload it So you never know. Like that. But yeah. Subscribe to moi, and yeah, I will see you guys the next time.
Laters, have fun, stay safe,
and happy Easter.
Oh yeah, Easter is early this year.
Yes, it's like on the 27th.
But all of you have fun, stay safe, wear goggles. Just everyone in season 6 is getting messed up in the eyes. Get into the habit of wearing goggles.
Yes.
And remember, no survivor wants to be a Denise. But anyway.
No.
Too soon.
Too soon.
Too soon. Should I go back to talking about Arl?
No. No. Don't. Just no.
Oh god. Alright. Thanks for your time.
Bye, people.
See you later.